All right, today we're diving into something really cool. It's not some official report or a formal study, but something way more personal. A handwritten log of a cross-country bus trip. It's this beautiful, intimate record of time and distance. And right off the bat, you get the sheer scale of this thing. 29 hours. Just think about that for a second. An entire day, an entire night, and then some, just spent on the move, watching the country roll by from a bus window. And this is the route that journey takes. I mean, this is a massive trip, a true continental crossing, stretching from the heart of Texas all the way out to the Pacific coast in LA. But here's where it gets really interesting. This isn't just a schedule. Tucked into the notes, you find this phrase popping up: Spirit of God is moving. It tells you right away that for this person, the journey was more than just getting from point A to point B. It was something deeper. Okay, so let's really get into it. We're going to break down what this incredibly detailed log tells us about the rhythm, the endurance, and, the very human side of traveling like this for a long, long time. So the log gives us the basic facts right up front. We know it's bus travel and on a reduced fare, so this is a journey defined by economy. And get this, it's a calligraphy note that adds this whole other layer of care and intention to it, right? And we know that over these 29 hours, there are going to be 12 stops before they reach the final destination. So let's start at the beginning and see how this whole thing unfolds. The first leg, and the longest one, is this massive, sun-drenched haul across the huge, seemingly endless Texas plains. The day kicks off before the sun's even up, 6:10 a.m., and you can see a rhythm starting to form pretty early on. A couple of really quick stops, then a slightly longer break in Fort Stockton. But then, by mid-afternoon, they hit El Paso for the longest layover yet, a full hour and 20 minutes. And this slide really breaks it down for you. You can see there are two totally different kinds of stops on a trip like this. You've got those super quick 5-minute pauses that's barely enough time to jump off, stretch your legs, and get right back on. And then you have the real breaks, a chance to actually grab some food, see something new, and just break up the monotony of the road. And this chart just nails it. It shows you just how huge those longer stops feel. That El Paso layover at 80 minutes, that's a massive punctuation mark in the traveler's day. It's like a little island of stillness in an ocean of constant movement. It's the biggest break of the whole trip. So, as the bus pulls out of El Paso, day is turning into night, and the whole feel of the journey just shifts completely. You go from this shared daytime experience to something much more solitary, quiet, and, well, introspective as you head into the desert. And then at 8 p.m., you get this perfect little note from Lordsburg, New Mexico, a stop at a McDonald's. After almost 14 hours on the road, the log boils down to one simple, essential word: food. I mean, who can't relate to that moment? And just to put that into perspective, this 30-minute meal break is less than 2% of the entire journey. But on a trip this long, you better believe these little comforts, these brief moments of normal life, become these incredibly important anchors in time. But once that brief, bright little anchor of a meal is over, the journey plunges right back into the darkness of the highway. And it's in this space, between the stops, that the experience becomes less physical and more internal. And yeah, this is where that phrase shows up again, hinting at this kind of contemplative state, just watching the sleeping desert go by. Okay, let's track the journey as it enters its final act. The darkness finally starts to break, a whole new day is beginning, and the traveler crosses into California. The end is actually in sight now. And check out the pace here. The stops are coming way faster now as the bus pushes through the early morning. You can feel this real sense of momentum building, like a final countdown to the destination. Wow, and this chart really puts the whole thing in perspective. Over half the trip, more than 15 hours, was just spent getting across the state of Texas. The overnight part through the desert and the final push into California, while they felt long, were still shorter than that first massive leg. And so, here we are, the end of the line. After 29 hours, 12 stops, and crossing 3 states, this epic journey is just about to come to a close. And there it is, 9:10 in the morning. The log captures that exact moment of arrival at the iconic Los Angeles Union Station. That's it, the official end of this incredible 29-hour passage. I gotta say, I love this final detail. The log uses this notation, one of 12 stops, which seems to be the traveler's own unique way of marking the final destination as complete. The journey is officially done.
You know, when it's all said and done, this simple handwritten note isn't just a schedule. It's a story told in timestamps and city names. It really makes you think about the journeys we all take and the stories that are hidden in our own notes and calendars, just waiting to be decoded. What stories are you writing without even realizing it?